I am the secretary at Bloomsburg for the Honors College.
Hi, I'm Kayla May. I'm the Associate Director of the Honors College.
Hi, I'm Julie Vandeveer, and I'm the Director of the Honors College.
My favorite part about honors is probably the students, from seeing them come in as freshmen to seeing them grow and experience everything in college to when they graduate senior year. That's probably my favorite.
My favorite thing is working with the student leaders, so the mentors, the officers on e-board, and just the diverse experiences that they're able to have. They can do community service, leadership opportunities, study abroad, take classes that are very intimate and discussion focused. I just really like the opportunities that we are able to provide them through the Honors College.
And I think mine's related, which is that we're able to provide what I would call a radical education, which is that we're able to take the idea of education and make it about moving their feet and moving their minds in ways they didn't think was possible. And in the process, creating this community where it's a joy coming to work, and I really like everybody.
One of the perks of being an honors student, you are fortunate to take 5 honors classes, at least 5 honors classes. And those honors classes are only 20 students, which is really nice because you have more one-on-one attention with the professor. The classes are more discussion-based. The students actually will complete their 5 honors classes, but then will choose to take more because they like them so much. They get that better one-on-one attention with the professors. Our honors classes replace general education classes. So instead of a large lecture class of general psychology, we would put you in honors general psychology, and that's just 20 students. It's the same professor, but like I said, it's more intimate and more discussion based. I wouldn't say the classes are necessarily harder. I would say that the professors expect more of our students, but because they are smaller, they can get that one-on-one attention if they are struggling or have any issues with anything.
I've run a number of study abroads here at the university, but the honors study abroad is unique in that it is, even if you don't get a scholarship, it's very inexpensive. You get to spend a month in Europe for only about $500 more than if you stayed here in Bloomsburg and took 6 credits over a winter term.
Yeah, and I think as a junior, and I'm a nursing major as well, study abroad was never really an option for me, at least I thought, until I got to honors. And going over the winter is super fun, super affordable. I got fortunate enough to get a scholarship that paid for half of the price through honors. It did.
Wow.
And then I also applied for a PEG grant, which you can do. So I actually got the whole trip paid for.
You got the whole trip.
I did. It was super awesome, and it was just a weight lifted off my shoulders. I could just go to Europe for a month and just have a whole bunch of fun. The classes over there, there were 6 when I went, and you get to choose them before you go over there. And I took a film class, and I took a Jewish European experience class. Both classes are classes that I don't think I would have taken here because the European class, the film class was a European film class. So I watched Russian films, films from Poland, films from all these places in Central and Eastern Europe that taught us the history of the places and how their film has evolved and how it's completely 100% 180 difference from our Hollywood movies that we watch. So that was super cool. And the Jewish European experience it showed how the Jewish population grew in Europe and how the Holocaust affected them and everything that went into that. So being able to take classes in Europe gives you a different spin. Europe's been around for way longer, their history is way richer, and you just get to learn it while you're there. So I thought that was really beneficial.
And I think that one of the things we try to do is offer classes that will be not only thematically different, but will be an experience that's very different.
Yeah.
So that for the Jewish European experience, we go to Schindler's factory, we go to Auschwitz, we go to the ghetto. For post-communist transformations, we go into bomb shelters. Last year, we went to Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Or for the architecture class, the professor will really say, let's go study Gothic cathedrals today. We'll go down the street. And so they see all of the different architecture as part of the in-class experience. But there's something else I really love about the experience. Do you know what it is?
What is it?
I just come to really love you guys.
Yeah.
You know? It's just like traveling with you guys for a month, like getting on the bus, counting off, getting off,
Yeah.
living sort of cheek to cheek. I mean, it really does create, the professors love it too. They
Yeah.
come to really appreciate the honor students.
It's a
And
completely different experience. You get to know so many different people, make bonds with people, and know people from all over honors, all different grades, and have that different special bond because you spent 7 days straight with them.
it's true.
Hi, my name is Ellen. I'm a member of the Honors College, and I'm also lucky enough to be a mentor for the Honors College as well. Next to me are my mentees. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Andrew, also part of the Honors College.
I'm Robert, part of the Honors College.
I'm Dom, also part of the Honors College.
Okay, so my role as a mentor for the Honors College, I think the best way to sum it up is kind of just being like a big sister for the incoming freshmen and being that support system that they need. Some of the things that I do as a mentor is like plan events for my mentees to come, whether it be like social, academic, or leadership. Also, when the time to schedule the classes come around, since it's a very scary thing for the freshmen, a lot of us mentors set up an event where we teach them how to sign up through Huskies. My Husky, which can be very kind of confusing, at least that's what I remember from my freshman year and what my mentor Kimberly helped me get through. And like I also do tutoring for my mentees, so if they're having like trouble with the class, like if I can help them with their classwork or studying for an exam, I try my best to, and if not, I hook them up with services on campus such as our tutoring services or other mentors that their majors might correlate better to help them like study and succeed. And I think that's really just the big goal, is to be that support system.
Being a mentee under Ellen, it's done a lot for me, especially with like all of the other mentees. Almost all of us are super close friends now and hang out like all the time. Like with these guys specifically, I'm with them 12 hours every Sunday playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we play games almost every week, whether it's Dungeons and Dragons or other tabletop games, Jackbox, Mario Party, whatever. And she's just been a helpful resource.
So through honors, we actually have a lot of different research opportunities. So currently I'm taking HIS1, which stands for Honors Independent Study 1, and I'm doing research within my department. So I'm in Communication Sciences and Disorders. So I'm working with one of my professors to do research that she actually was already working on. I just kind of like jumped in at the ground floor, kind of got that started with her. So I'm actually doing research with autism and aging, so it's super awesome. I kind of get to go out into the community and learn what it's like to be a researcher. I helped develop like a survey that we're going to send out to people. So it's just really awesome to like have that interactive experience provided to you.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Go for it.
Why research? Why do it?
Well, for me personally, since I'm in a major where I have to go to grad school after, I actually want to get my PhD. So I kind of want to work in research for the rest of my life. So just like having that kind of like basis in your undergrad is really awesome. I kind of get the feel for whether I like it or not, which I actually really do. So I'm looking forward to like knowing that that's actually what I want to do with the rest of my life.
If you're in honors, do you have to do research?
You do not have to do research. So we have a ton of different paths that you can choose. Research is one of them. It's always offered to all of our students. You don't have to do research within your department either. So you can do it like I could do it in like the business department if I wanted to do it, if I was just interested in that. But you don't have to do it through your department, and it's not required, but it is, offered if you want to take advantage of that opportunity.
Some people don't want to do research, and so or their majors don't require it. So we have a whole lot of different options for those people who don't want to and who don't need to do research. They can do an internship. They can do a study abroad for an experience option. They can take more classes. They can do leadership and service. Is that everything?
I think so.
Yeah. And it all depends on really what you want to do. But what we try to do with that is have you have an experience that you really love.